Hi and welcome. I'm Joko, and joining with me always is none other, the lovely banana head hat wearing Haylee.
Hi.
This is the Animunchies podcast where we talk about life and food in Southern California, from here in LA all the way to San Diego and everywhere in between. Then we flip on that nerd switch, talk about anime, gaming, maybe not this time, but always Haylee's specialty,
K-pop.
K-pop, as I guess it's called these days. So thanks for joining us as always. This is our video episode, which will be found on YouTube, where you're probably watching us, but if not, that means you're catching us on Spotify, Google, or Apple Podcasts, also Anchor, or anywhere else you listen and stream your podcasts. Where shall we start today?
Food, of course.
Food, of course. And even though it's like almost summertime, we just went through a heat wave and it's fucking hot.
Yeah.
We will be talking about Boiling Point, which is a hot pot place, because it doesn't matter when, we always eat hot pot.
Yeah,
like,
I mean,
even
as
during the
long as
summer.
there's like air conditioning, I can eat ramen, I can eat hot pot, shabu, doesn't
So
matter.
there has to be air conditioning in the restaurant that we're in.
Yes, otherwise you will die, which happened to you that
Let's
one
not
time.
talk about that. Let me just say, do not eat hot pot when it's really hot inside the place and hot outside the place.
Yeah, for some reason their air conditioning wasn't working.
That was the worst fucking experience I've ever had at a hot pot. And it's ironically going to be one of the hot pot places we're talking about.
Yeah, it was a boiling
It's one of the
point.
locations. So yeah, we're talking about Boiling Point. So Boiling Point is kind of, I guess you could say it's a chain. A Boiling Point is like a chain restaurant these days, because they are everywhere.
Now they are. I
California.
remember they only had like 1 or 2 locations
The
before.
main one we would usually go to is actually Pasadena.
Mhm.
Pasadena is the main location.
And Arcadia, right?
In Arcadia.
Yeah.
I have Haley's iPad in front of me just for today, because I will list all of the locations in Southern California.
There's a lot.
And there's a lot. So if you're in any of these areas, which you probably might be, or probably will visit, Boiling Point is right there. It's one of the like better hot pot places too. It's the standard is pretty good throughout all the ones we've been to.
Yeah,
it's very
the same.
Yeah, and the quality is always super good, and the food is always super
and
good.
It's not super expensive either.
It's very reasonably priced,
and you
too.
get full.
You definitely get full.
Yeah, because it's like your own like hot pot in front of you.
It's a person. Yeah, so it's not even. It's not a shared one.
It's like you get your own, and you can choose all these different flavors. But anyway, you go for the locations first.
Oh yeah, locations. Let me see. Southern California. This is straight from their actual website. Locations: Arcadia, Artesia, Chino Hills, Garden Grove, Gardena. Didn't even know Gardena had one. Garden Walk, Hacienda Heights, Irvine, of course, Monterey Park, Rowland Heights, San Gabriel, Pasadena, which is our usual go-to spot. Yeah. Then they have a few spots in NorCal, like even like, San Jose. Surprisingly, they have also more locations in Washington State than even Northern California. Huh. So obviously, like even like Seattle and some other cities I don't even know. And they got locations in Canada.
Canada?
Yes, Canada. A few locations actually, like Richmond and Vancouver. And by the way, I've been to Vancouver. I love Vancouver. And that's it. And then Shibuya, Japan.
Oh, damn. They have one in Japan,
so,
too?
yeah. So, I mean, they're everywhere.
Wow.
That we go to.
Good for them.
And like I said, like the pots themselves it's individual servings, so it's not really like a sharing thing.
Which is good, because like they have many different flavors of the soup broth, and it's not even just that; it's like the toppings.
It's like a combination, like all the different combinations.
They have a lot. So
not to mention the sauces are good.
Yeah, the sauces are
bomb.
God, so good. But some of like the standard ones, it's called the BP Classic. I'm gonna read it. It has like organic napa, tofu, pork, enoki mushrooms, fish cake, meatball, clam, quail egg, fried taro. So there's like a lot of stuff in it, like vegetables, cilantro.
It's stacked.
It's friggin' stacked with stuff, and then you can always add more stuff on. And like
Yeah, you can order extra side of more meat, more
You
whatever
can get
vegetables.
ramen noodles, udon.
That's right.
And then there's also ones where you can
Vermicelli,
get
rice.
mozzarella. It's so good with
Oh,
cheese.
like it's almost like tteokbokki too. Like if you want to add
Yeah,
rice
there's
cake
rice
and everything.
cakes as well.
Damn, that sounds pretty good.
And
right
then
now.
they have vegetarian options too.
I think you can make it vegan because we always, like I said, we have our friend Erwin who's vegan.
Yeah.
And yeah, there's a way to make it, vegan. Because I think, like you said, it's probably vegetarian, but you could just switch up the broth and they could kind of fix that up for you. But there's definitely options for vegan.
There's like a lot of like different ones. They have one that's Korean bean paste.
I think that's the one I like.
Yeah.
There's there's a few different ones.
There's Taiwanese spicy, Japanese miso, Thai fusion. They have like a lot. And there was this weird one that Michael got.
Oh yeah, it was like some type of
or something, right?
It was interesting. I mean, it's up to you. There's a lot of different choices, so you can always go back and try different ones out.
Yeah, but what I usually like to get on my add-ons is the ramen noodles, the mozzarella cheese, and then like an extra like side dish of either the pork or the sliced meat.
beef.
Just because they put stuff in there, but then
sometimes
I always want extra meat
to like dip and everything.
Yeah.
Especially, I always make sure I get a side of rice too. I like putting
always rice.
like soup into my rice. It's a Filipino thing probably.
Yeah.
It's called like sabaw, where you have your soup and rice, and it also kind of cools it. It tastes, the rice tastes good.
Yeah,
that's
how we eat it.
Yeah.
Oh, it's so good, and like the sauce that they have, is like
it's like a
soy sauce, garlic.
Like a soybean
sweet,
type of like sauce. There's like different ones. There's
chili.
one where it's like a sweet chili, actual spicy, and yeah, there's like maybe like a garlic soy sauce kind of.
I think the garlic is my favorite
It's
one. That
really
one's always
good.
gone, and every time we take
your server
Erwin,
for a lot.
he like takes all the sauce and pours it into his soup.
Yeah, not even like how you're supposed to dip it like a normal civilized person. No, he's very uncivilized, and he pours all that shit into the actual soup broth.
Yeah, and then for the soup bases, you can add spice to it too. So you can get no spice, mild, hot.
Oh, there's
or
different
flaming.
levels. Of
I always get mild.
Me too. I get mild too, but you can always add more to it after that too.
Yeah, and then it's cheap. I mean, like it's decently priced. I'm sure like the prices are different now, but it's like $16.
And you get a lot. Like Haley said, you get full. You won't have to really order anymore, and
they always refill your broth too.
Yeah, so just don't be afraid to ask too. So you can always do that.
Like ask for more soup.
You could ask them to cool it off too, because sometimes people just leave it on, not realizing because maybe it's too hot for some people.
Yeah,
after
they put out the fire.
They'll put out the fire for you, and they might have different ones at different boiling points. For heating wise.
Yeah.
Probably depends, but I mean, you could always control like the heat and the flavor and adding more broth. Just ask them.
Yeah.
It's no problem.
Boiling Point was actually one of my first like hot pot places.
Like a true hot pot spot.
When I came to California.
It's really good though.
Yeah.
I mean, there's a reason why there's
grown
a lot.
Many.
I didn't realize
there used to be only 2 locations.
This many.
Yeah.
That's a lot. I think I named there's probably over like 30 now.
Yeah.
Like worldwide, which is really cool because like I said, it's super good. Even during summer, like I don't know, we don't give a shit. If we're craving hot pot, it's either Jazz Cat or like this one's really good, especially because it's in Pasadena.
Oh, the one in Pasadena too has that gin tea.
Is next to gin tea, which is I think we talked about one time already too.
Did.
So excellent spot. Pasadena always has a lot of different good spots there too. Ooh, maybe we could talk about that one place we went to. That's not even Asian, surprisingly.
Which one?
The Peruvian place. The one we just ate recently, but that's for another episode with the seafood, but that you can't eat. Remember, it's all fried. The mountain of fried food. We went there early because they were still technically closed with Michael and Erwin.
Oh, right. I remember.
I do not know how that took that many examples and descriptions for you.
I was like, wait.
It's like the only one that we went to. But yeah, so Boiling Point. Who cares if it's hot outside? As long as there's air conditioning and it's decent inside the restaurant. It's really good. Satisfy that craving for hot pot because it's super good. Boiling Point, check it out.
And don't they always give like that at the end with what is it? It looks like fish. I mean, not fish eggs, like tadpoles.
I have no idea what you're talking about.
The chia seed drink. Remember they give it to you at the end?
I don't remember. I don't remember they do it all the time.
Like to cleanse your palate kind of thing.
Maybe they do that?
They do.
I do not remember that at all.
The chia seeds in like a little shot glass.
Is it Boiling Point?
Yeah, it's Boiling Point.
Okay, so maybe you'll get that too. I don't remember. So half and half maybe. Yes. End. Cut scene. So that's it for our food little thing today. Like I said, it's everywhere. So you can definitely check it out whenever and wherever you are in California. You'll be close to one somehow. Now, on to Haylee's specialty, K-pop.
But we're actually talking about Blackpink today.
Surprisingly.
Yeah.
Surprisingly, there's no BTS
No,
news
there
at
is.
all?
There is.
All right, let's get it over with. Tell us your BTS news.
Well, so because their new single album is coming out, Butter, on July 9th, they've been dropping a lot of concept pictures on their Instagram and Twitter, like BTS's Big Hit official Instagram and Twitter, and I've been dying. They're so good. Oh my god, because like their concept is kind of like summer vibes, because it's like summertime. Like so there was one where they're washing cars, like they're at a car wash. Remember Melissa?
Oh my god, you and Melissa are like one of my friends I went to nursing school with, and her have been simping hard. I'm like in the IG chat for, I was like for this shit.
I was like, my car is dirty, and then she's like, I was like, no, really, my car is actually dirty. And then there was this video that I sent in the chat where it was like a person turning into like a car, like and I was like, oh
my god,
that's us turning into cars so BTS can wash us, stuff like that. And
yeah,
then,
exactly.
And then the one today that they dropped, it was like at a beach, and they have like watermelon hammocks. It's like very summer vibes. They're just really good looking.
They look more mature in these ones.
Well, because they are older.
I know they're getting older, but like in a way, it like I feel like compared to everything else till now, they look a lot more older and more mature. Like in this whole
the way
like,
that they're styled.
concept.
Oh my god, the other one, they're freaking with the handcuffs. What are they doing?
I did not even see that, but
no,
calm your tits,
look
Haylee.
at him. He has pink heart-shaped handcuffs. He's gonna put a picture
Blackpink.
here. Jungkook, and then like they all have handcuffs and they're like arrested. And then like some of the things that I put, I was like, lock me up, or like you're getting locked up because you stole my heart, Jimin, or some stupid stuff like that. Yeah.
Lame.
But yeah, that's what I've been doing. I was like, oh my god. Hopefully there's no more. Like every single day this week, they have dropped a different concept.
Is there a reason why? Or is it just really just a setup for the album?
For the album, yeah. They always do this.
Oh, I didn't know it's that often. I thought it's like they set one or two, or drop one or two, and it's like...
Yeah, I thought there was only going to be 2, but they did 4 different concepts for these single albums.
They're like really hyping it up for everybody.
Yeah.
So there you go, ARMY. You're getting fed every day a platter of photos.
I was talking to my other friend, and she's like, because she's a new ARMY, she just started liking them, I think.
Who's this?
Meg.
Okay.
We mentioned her before. She lives in Qatar.
Qatar, yeah.
Oh yeah. Well, I guess she liked them before, but then she got really obsessed with them recently, and she's like, does this fandom ever get any rest? I feel like they're always giving us content. And I was like, no, it's non-stop with them. Non-stop. And I'm pretty sure they're gonna do something like In the Soup or Bon Voyage.
I hope they do something in the soup again. That's always fun.
Because like they always do it during summertime. Like it's technically like their vacation time, I guess.
In the Soup is BTS In the Soup is that show they had last year, right?
Yeah,
it was last year,
it was
2020.
Last year. Yeah.
Where they just go on their own vacation and kind of just do their own thing, and you just watch them. It's like real world.
Yeah, but BTS. Then because they couldn't travel because of COVID,
actually not even real world. I was gonna say Terrace House BTS.
Terrace House. Yeah, it was Terrace House. Yes, but that's all my news.
And now all of a sudden, like her voice has calmed down and it hasn't blasted the volume on her recording.
I can't wait to buy those albums though.
But when is that coming out again?
July
9th. So you're going to be grabbing those. We'll be going to our local K-pop store to grab them.
Hopefully they have them because
I'm sure they will.
I'm still contemplating like if I should pre-order or not.
Does it come with any bonus for pre-order?
Yeah,
no, not really.
But it's from Weavers, and that's like friggin' the shipping is so expensive.
It's
I'll just
fine.
wait.
It's okay.
It comes with like extra photo cards and like some photo card holder, but I don't need it, I guess.
We'll see. Things could change in the next week for Haylee.
It's fine.
But with what you originally said before you ended up doing your specialty, you brought up Blackpink.
Yes.
So Blackpink we did bring it up on one of our regular podcasts, the non-video episodes. There was announcement about 4+1, which is because their 5-year anniversary, but there was no details about that yet. Come to find out, details have come. It's, as everyone probably assumed and guessed, everyone was kind of right about there being a movie, Blackpink the movie. And in the initial release when this kind of came out, I believe they said it was only going to be at CGV theaters, which is like usually like the Asian theaters that plays all the K movies or just Asian movies in general that sometimes get a release. Anime too, no? Yeah, anime movies too that get released here in the west side kind of thing. But surprisingly, like Blackpink just released last night on their IG story, the official one. We got word that they're actually releasing it in regular theaters like AMC, like all these regular Regals. Like just have to look up your local look up your local movie theater basically, and it's only going to be releasing for 2 days, August 4th, which is a Wednesday, August 8th, which is a Sunday.
So August 8th is actually the day that they debuted in 2016.
So that's probably why, like, years. Full circle. Yeah. So that's actually perfect. That we're gonna most likely watch it August 8th at in Valencia, where like I guess there's this really crazy like screen.
Friend Zach, he sent us this thing. It's like freaking like.
It's like it feels like it's immersive like 4D. Yeah. So I mean, we'll see how they'll actually use it, if they're gonna use it that way.
Is it 4D though?
No, it's.
Oh, I was gonna say because
freaking awesome.
Because then you get sick if it's 4D and it moves.
Oh, not moving. I don't think it's movement. Like 4D is like when you're in the theaters.
No, the 4D ones is always the ones that move.
Oh, that's true too. But this was that's just called Screen X. I think it's just immersive in terms of that. Yeah. But
so you'll like be surrounded by them.
Yeah, they're gonna be up close and everywhere. So yeah, it's gonna be everywhere. Like I looked up local ones near us. Like I just threw in our zip code, and there's a bunch of theaters. So there has to be one near you guys, wherever you are. If you're in the U.S. at least, probably Canada too. But yeah, August 8th, August 4th. The August 4th one on Wednesday is actually nighttime. I don't know when because okay, here's the thing too. When I looked it up, a lot of them don't have show times yet, like the actual times. But surprisingly, a couple of them, including the one that we will be going to in Valencia, actually has show times. So we're going to the one on Sunday, August 8th. That's at 12:55. So that's like in the afternoon, early afternoon. And the one on the 4th was actually nighttime, like 7 p.m. So I guess it really varies.
I'm sure they'll have a lot more viewing times, because remember with Demon Slayer there was like only select more. And they added
that's like an anime
and they added everything, like they added
it might be more limited too, because I mean it's different from like Japanese anime too. It might be more exclusive or something like that, because they're already opening it up to a lot of theaters, but they probably saw the success of Demon Slayer the movie and saw what could happen.
Open it up, because like how can you only have like so, and then because with COVID too, wait, are they still doing that? Where you have to like sit?
No, it's not spaced out. You could get it.
It's not spaced out anymore.
No. Damn. Okay, so also what just came to mind too is Blackpink has a bigger global impact. They're almost like obviously not at the level of BTS, but in terms of the girl group.
Oh yeah, they're the
ones
top.
that they're on the top, because also not to mention they're on Netflix like with their own documentary. So a lot more people in the western areas and west, kind of know who Blackpink is now.
Netflix is crazy now though, because I remember before they didn't have anime, they didn't have K-dramas,
they
didn't have
a lot of stuff on
anything like that before. Now it's like all Asian stuff.
But with the Blackpink movie that we're talking about, you said that it's also kind of like a documentary, right?
Yeah, because I wanted to see if it was like an actual concert thing. But then they said it's a documentary style film that will look back over the last 5 years that Blackpink were together. Right. So I mean, I'm sure they'll show like stuff during their concerts and stuff.
Oh yeah, they'll definitely throw in
it's kind of
like
those
stuff.
BTS movies, like Break the Silence and everything. It's like kind of a documentary. You follow them.
Oh, I see.
They talk to you, they talk to the camera, and then they show like all the behind the scenes of like their concerts, when they traveled and everything like that. I think that's what
it might be, this kind of thing. Like that. I mean, that's exciting. This is exciting then for all us, all the Blinks out there. So
yeah,
I mean, I'm excited. I'm hoping. I mean, what if I just want them to tour again.
They will.
So I can actually see them. I hope so.
I'm waiting for BTS still. Shit, we still have those freaking tickets.
We do have those very good tickets. those were pretty damn
They
close
better
for the Rose Bowl.
We've held on to it for this long. They better not just like freaking cancel it and be like, okay, you have to buy a whole new
It's gonna
one.
be
They
a riot,
better
army
not fucking do that.
riots.
They better not, because it's gonna be so much harder to get tickets now that there's so much new army.
Yeah, so I'm excited though for Blink, for Blinks and this Blackpink thing, and like I don't know if we talked about it in the last one, but Jenny and
we did talk.
Yeah, Jenny and Rose were like here in the like really close
Hollywood,
to us,
I guess.
but that's like 15 miles away, doing their own kind of thing, visiting people here. But yeah, I mean, if they're able to visit here, my point is that hopefully they're able to start traveling abroad and performing and doing concerts.
I'm pretty sure it's probably just gonna be next year.
I'll be so upset if it's Coachella only again.
2022. No, they've come here for like actual
I know,
concerts.
but I'm saying because
they're not gonna just do Coachella. They'll have an actual concert for sure.
God, I hope
I'm
so.
sure.
I'm praying to the K-pop gods out there.
I'm still waiting for fucking Big Bang. Where are you at, YG?
Yeah, where are you at, YG? They're supposed to be they're supposed to be there at Coachella too.
Yeah, last year. COVID ruined everything, basically.
So
had so many plans. Damn.
But K-pop will rise again. It's taking over slowly again.
Yeah, thanks to BTS.
Not gonna lie, yeah, BTS is the major global impact,
yeah,
introducing people to the world of K-pop. So.
Right? Yeah, so many people that don't even listen.
That's why you just can't send them to the military. Don't do it,
Korea.
Korea.
Don't send them at all.
Korea,
Please
don't be dumb. Just don't do it.
Let them just keep going until they're like 40 something years old.
Exactly.
Yeah.
Because they'll be able to. They're aging like fine wine.
They
right?
are though. Everyone says that. They're like, how can they keep getting better and better looking? But they do look better now because I feel like they grew into their faces, especially V.
Oh yeah, V.
I always talk about
like an
V
alien back in the day.
Because he really did look like an alien.
But yeah, so I mean, they are looking pretty damn good. Haylee's being tame about it. Her and Melissa are just like simping and going. Dude, the thirst is real in like the group chats. I can't even imagine Haylee's own personal group chats with her other groups of friends
you should
too.
see me with like Early and then like Yasmin and then like just the other people that are into BTS.
Oh
it's
my god,
bad.
I can't imagine the pictures and the
then
gifs
with
and
Meg
everything.
too, it's so bad. I was like, because I reposted one of their pictures. Which one was it? I think it was the one with the car washing. And I reposted it on my story with like something very tame. I was like, I don't even remember what I wrote. It's very PG. But then and then Meg was like, oh my gosh. Because I think I was like, I don't even know what to say anymore. And then she replied to my story and I was like, I actually do know what to say, but I have to keep it PG-13 for those people that probably think I'm crazy. So I didn't want to write it.
She's not even that crazy about me. More crazy about BTS than me. I'm getting used to it.
No, don't say that.
Anyways.
Whatever. You have your idols to it. It's not like you simp over me compared to like with your anime girls or like say Blackpink waifus and stuff. It's just different.
Genshin waifus.
Yeah, exactly. It's just different.
Yeah.
I simped over you before, so and I have you now, so.
So I guess I'm the runner-up prize now behind BTS's global takeover. Taking over our wives, waifus, girlfriends.
Oh, look at Gojo. What was that stupid meme that they have? That's not your girl. That's Gojo's girl or something like that. It's stupid.
Oh man, Gojo is crazy too because like his voice actor. I mean, we'll talk about Kimi ni Todoke really quick. I mean, we're not that's not the anime we're talking about this time, but it's like crazy, right? Because he's Ryu's voice.
Yeah.
And like he's Kuro's voice from those Haikyuu fans.
Yeah.
If you didn't even know that, so yeah, Gojo has taken over, taken your heart away.
And then because like Kimi ni Todoke is like an older anime, but then like when I heard Ryu talk, I was like, wait a second, I know that fucking voice.
Haylee simp signal.
Yeah, I was like,
wait a second, I've simped over this voice.
It's funny though because like I can't recognize any of the girls, but he always recognizes the girls.
That's true.
And I always recognize the
some guys.
Some of them, but mostly me. I'm just like, wait a second.
I'm like, oh my god, I know this chick.
Yeah.
But
all the girls sound the same though. That's why, like, similar. Because,
whatever.
Like,
all the guys sound the same.
No, because like they're all like high pitched voice, like very cutesy voice. They all sound very.
It's true
similar.
though. I do recognize the voices for guys more so than the girls too.
Right. It's easier to distinguish, I guess. Yeah.
And then it's funny. I'm looking at your recording. Your wavelength went crazy when we're talking about Gojo and like all the BTS guys and aging. So it'll be muffled a little bit because she'll be hitting over those peaks. Yeah. So that's pretty much it for K-pop.
Mm-hmm.
Get excited though for for the Blackpink 5-year
I'm gonna
movie.
bring this light.
We need to
stick.
get the. We need to get the second one. We gotta get the new one.
I have to get the friggin' BTS one still. Remember?
So we that way we have one each.
That's why we're gonna go to
next
the
one.
source, right? So I can buy those
we
light
gotta.
sticks.
We gotta go.
And my albums.
It's about time. It's about that time for sure. Anyway, so let's turn the page to anime talk. And anime this time we are talking about is I was going to just say reincarnated without that time I was
reincarnated to a slime. Yeah.
So it's another isekai. And what we actually just more recently watched this.
We didn't talk about this, right?
No, we haven't.
Okay.
We haven't because we recently just started watching this because we're kind of late to the game for this one. But Haylee really enjoyed it, right? Like this is kind of your first isekai.
Yeah, besides Digimon.
Besides Digimon, I guess. Digimon, I guess, is technically, one of the OG isekais.
I love Digimon.
Who doesn't? Yeah, so this one is pretty interesting because this is like a full-on, like, real, like, Japan, like, how the type of isekais are these days. Where you get killed, you either get run over, you get this one, you get stabbed. But you get killed, basically, or, like, a lot of them, it's funny, a lot of the isekai like memes and stuff, it's like, please, like people want to go to get isekai'd, right? Basically, like it's like about them standing in front of a truck where the truck is gonna hit them, because that's the typical way to get isekai'd.
That won't happen in real life, so don't do that. There's no such thing as being isekai'd.
It's not. That's the end of your story.
Yeah,
if
you'll
you
die.
Do that. So so this one gets isekai'd. But he gets reincarnated as a slime. Like, the slimes that you're used to in like JRPGs and stuff. Yeah. But and then his name as a slime is Rimuru. But it's kind of interesting because he
didn't have a name.
He didn't have a name, and he kind of encounters a dragon, this powerful dragon, who he kind of like also learns a lot from, and also he has this thing that kind of in his head kind of thing that tells him everything.
Like his AR.
He's like some type of thing that's like his encyclopedia kind of thing that tells him what to do and everything. He's kind of overpowered because he could absorb anything and just keep storing it. I forgot what it's called too. Yeah. Either way, he's kind of like his like helper that tells him everything.
Asks, like, what is this move? Or like, can I attack this thing, or like,
what do I get from this if I absorb this, blah blah blah. When new moves do I
can
get?
I make potions out of this kind of thing?
So it's pretty interesting, like in terms of that. Like if you're a gamer, if you have the kind of the information and the insight and the experience of playing RPGs, you'll enjoy this a lot more because you'll know like potions and all the different kinds of leveling and attacks that they kind of talk about.
But then with Rimuru, he can like absorb or like eat different creatures or monsters,
quote unquote eat.
And then he will, it's kind of like Kirby.
He's like Kirby.
So and then
he's
he'll
like
take their
Kirby.
attacks or like their special moves and everything. He'll be able to duplicate them basically
in this like world that he's in, because it's not this, obviously, because isekai, so it's a different type of world setting. But in this world there's goblins, there's ogres, there's a lot of different things going on, just like in most fantasy places. Wolves. But what kind of throws this one kind of different is he becomes kind of like friends with everything.
I think the reason why I like it is because he kind of reminds me of Luffy, because like no matter what kind of encounter he has with whatever race or species, he seems to always just make friends with them.
Just like Luffy, and it's like, from One Piece.
Let's be friends and like join my family kind of thing.
And he makes his like own village, and there's like a government structure and like all these different like things.
Basically,
like,
you see them like
climbs.
Build up from nothing. Like his first ones was what? The goblins.
Right? And it's interesting too. One interesting thing from this series is how if he gives stuff that do not have names, like these goblins or the ogres later on.
They don't have names.
They don't actually have names, but if he names them, they like
evolve.
They evolve and their power increases and they look different.
It's funny because like when he named the goblins, so they're like all like tiny, and then like he named them, and because it like used a lot of his powers, I guess he went to sleep for 3 days, and when he woke up, he's like, Who are these people? Because like the girls and the guy goblins, they look like
girls
super
have boobs
buff.
now. The guys actually have like
and
human
the old goblin, he's like super buff.
Yeah,
too.
that's true.
Just
Like he was like an old dude.
So they evolved.
It's kind of like Master Roshi, like how Master Roshi got
But when
buffed.
they evolved, didn't they call them something else?
It's like a new tier of like, I guess, ranking up for the actual monsters themselves.
They become more like humanized.
So same with the ogres.
Yeah,
the ogres look completely different, and the ogres I think are really popular too, like within like the fandom because of they look like, you know, like people simp over them. Like girls would simp over the guy.
Oh my
I forgot his name
Even
too.
Rimuru was freaking simping. He's like, why is he so perfect?
And then, why is she so hot? And he's always hanging out like underneath the boobs of like his secretary ogre now.
Yeah.
And then I mean it goes on. There's even like dwarves and there's also demon lords.
Oh, then even those reptile.
Even the reptiles, yeah, that's true. Like the reptile race.
What's his
but
name?
There's even I don't even want to remember his name. It's so annoying, but he's funny too.
He's funny.
There's also demon lords, so there's some kind of conflict and there's backstories and stuff. And Rimuru takes form of human form after absorbing a human. But you'll see what happens. I don't want to spoil too much of it than we already have.
Yeah, so he has like.
But yeah, there's demon lords and they're obviously super powerful. But Rimuru on his own is pretty powerful too.
Yeah.
But you can kind of get a good comparison and stuff when you meet Milim, which is one of the other more super powerful and popular demon lords that's like known throughout the country.
She's like super baby though.
Yeah, she's like one of those like you'll see.
Yeah.
You'll know who Milim is when you see her.
She like always wants to be fed and stuff, and then Rimuru was like, "No, you can't have it until you do this."
Just like watch over and take care of her.
Yeah.
And like, but at the same time, she's like this super powerful demon
she's
lord.
Super overpowered.
Like she's really crazy strong, which is cool. That's why all the dynamics between all the characters, not to mention like the plethora and like variety of characters out on this like series is really cool.
Lot. Yeah, I can't even remember half of their names
because it's really entertaining. It's fun to watch. And
and then I like his wolf friend Ranga.
One of the wolves that he named after like
he
killing
his
the
dad.
father.
Yeah, because they were gonna attack them.
He forgives them, and I don't know. The name is a wolf, and now its name is Ranga. Tempest is like his last name because of like the pact he made with the dragon.
Yeah.
But yeah, so Ranga is like his pet dire wolf. That's like
he's
crazy.
Like super like loyal to him.
But I mean, besides that, yeah, the reason why like he makes a pact with like this dragon, like then I feel like I was talking to Byron. Some people might get turned off by the anime because it seems kind of slow. There's a lot of dialogue to kind of explain what's going on, like even the first like 2 or 3 episodes. But if you hang in there, I mean, it's interesting to me. I like this kind of stuff.
Yeah.
Like where it takes into account like all the different things going on. Just like I said with Mushoku Tensei, it's like it's not just like you're just there and you don't know what's going on. Like the main character understands from his past life like what to do and what you know, how to make this life better and kind of thing like that. So he's not dumb.
And there's like we're almost done with the first season, but there's a second season
coming out in a couple weeks. Like this next anime season, summer 2021. Yeah, so if you're already caught up, just enjoy it. We're almost there.
4 episodes left. Yeah,
we're very close.
We should just finish it.
So once we do that, it'll be a smooth transition to season 2.
Yeah.
So check it out. That time I got reincarnated into slime. Super popular, I think, in Japan and outside of Japan. Because you'll see like his character everywhere, including Milim too. You'll probably have seen the blue slime blob like everywhere. And that's pretty much it on that one. Check it out. Summer 2021 animes coming very soon. So there's gonna be a lot to watch and check out. And also don't forget we gotta get our tickets for the Blackpink thing because we gotta reserve soon. Because I'm scared that it's gonna fill up and we're gonna get effed.
You should just buy them tonight.
I'll be doing that tonight after this recording. And your BTS Butter concept album's coming out. Get that. We could probably go.
Yeah, they're coming out with a new song too. So that means a new music video.
Yeah, so all that is coming up. And July is starting to be literally hot.
Hot summer.
Pun intended. So, and of course, boiling point. Who cares if it's summer?
Yeah.
Get some hot pot.
Yes.
Yum. I'm getting hungry. Anyways, let's end this now because I'm getting hungry. I want to eat. I can't concentrate anymore. Thank you again, guys, for joining us as always, wherever you are in the globe. And until next time, please, like, follow, subscribe, whatever you got to do, either on our YouTube or on whatever streaming app you use for your podcast, or if you listen to us like on your computer. Thank you for joining us. Take care, stay safe, and as always,
peace.
Peace.